app just crashed. So I had to shut the video down on my computer, go back to my phone. But I guess that happens. I'm going to today be cleaning up a few things here. I had people in here, not to me. My just like that. I like to clean up my rims and tires before I do a live, so it starts out clean anyway. I use wax and dry from Turtle X. Just spray it on the little tires like you would tire shine, and just wipe it off. Yeah, I'm sorry if you guys were in here watching and all of a sudden I just disappeared. Trouble with those tablets. I was just trying it. Because one time I was able to with no problem, but we're back here. I'm using my phone instead. I'm just cleaning up the truck a little bit because it's a little quiet running, which it still is. Even with a 20 wind turn motor, you get on it with a 2S LiPo. It's got a little scream to it now, but most generally I don't run it that fast. So, but I like the 2-speed transmission in it. I just kind of wish that this one had it. Not so much the locking buffs. I don't really care about them. I don't really need that stuff, but the 2-speed transmission would be kind of cool to have in it. I had out running. I got to clean this up, blow it off, and yeah. But we'll take this one out at some point today. I have a video in the computer that I had it in the edit program, and I took it all back out because it was on this, and it ended up being over an hour to put in axles in this thing. And quite honestly, I ain't gonna sit there for an hour and watch the video, so I'm gonna figure some way of cutting it back or editing it down. I may do just portions of it and then just show the finished thing because it was an hour and 20 minutes. The whole video in length is, so I said, no, I'm not putting an hour video up. I'm gonna try to get down to about 20 minutes that then, but I see I got the four people back. I apologize. The app on that tablet, I was just experimenting, and I should have known better. It just crashed, so I had to go inside my main computer and delete the live stream because I couldn't shut it down, so I just deleted it. So, which is no flipping big deal, but yeah. So this truck is ready. I was gonna take the wheels back off it, and I'll just figure something I'm gonna do with these wheels here. I kind of wish these tires for the diameter had this tread on them, but they don't. But if you saw on my one live stream, I was running it with these tires on there, and they actually work pretty good. I noticed with these axles on there, it's gained a little weight. She's got a little heavy, she or he, it's Leroy. Got a little heavier. I figured I added another, I don't know, a pound of weight to it. I still have these wheels too. I got a set of them sitting up here. I got all kinds of wheels. At some point, I'll get another truck and I'll make use of them. I am going to get a Willys Jeep, a 6-scale, and that'll be probably my next big purchase. It's not big; they're only $300 and some, but I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna do it all up like a military thing, because I'm gonna do crawling or trail maneuver, or how do I word this? I was going to do it on a mission bud. My dad was in the military, World War II, and he fought in the Philippines. He was in the Battle of Leyte Gulf, for one, and stuff like that. So, but he also drove a deuce-and-a-half truck for General MacArthur. So my dad had a little history to him, even though he never really talked about it much. But he drove a deuce-and-a-half truck and followed MacArthur around until MacArthur got let go from the Philippines. But that's what my dad did. So this Jeep, I'm going to do it up. I got to figure, it really looks close to what my dad looked like back in the days. And I got it put away, but I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to do it. It's going to be a series. I'm going to take it to different locations and do videos with it. So, yep. You wouldn't know that was a Grando. Only the things that gives it away is a gold control arms underneath there, which I was going to change out. That's an issue why I ordered these to put underneath it. These will fit right on it. But these are going to go on here because I got 2 axles. These are the stock axles that were on the Grando. And when I did the axle switch, I put the Endura axles on it. I had to re-gear. I had to go drop the pinion gear in the motor 2 teeth. And now it pretty much runs like it used to with the plastic axles. But now with these axles and dropping the gearing, that motor, you can hear that motor scream a little more, and you can drift this thing around corners. It's really crazy in high gear. You can see the axles underneath it. I'd highly recommend getting these. I got axles, metal dry shafts in it. That's a 25 kilogram steering servo, all metal gears, waterproofed. I have a Hobby Wing ESC in there, and I run these, the Quick Run 1080. These are programmable, so I got it programmed in there, and I got the BEC turned up on it, so the steering servo is actually running 7.4 volts, which it'll take. And when you steer it, I'll show you. Powered up. Waiting for my beep. There you go. Look at that. You want to see something crazy? These are those axles. Look how sharp it turns. Watch. Look at that. Look at that angle. Look at that angle. These are with Endura axles. It's just crazy how much that. I'll stand back, you can see it more. Look at that. I'm running 7.4 volts through that steering servo. And it's fast. And what's really crazy, if you watch my hand and the wheels, I'll do this. You watch my hand if I can get the phone back. Watch my hand and watch the knob. There's no lag. It's almost straight on. So it's just crazy how tight it steers now. I'm impressed with that. The other axles, which I got a set coming for free today, the guy's sending me, they don't steer as sharp. And this never turned that sharp with the stock axles. So when you run it, with a servo being quicker and faster, it's a 25 kilogram, but I'm running 7.4 volts through it through my ESC. I'm able to program it. It's like more like a 50 gram servo in it. So it's a real powerful servo. So eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to order a second one, because I'm putting axles underneath here and the steering servo is getting moved lower. I'm going to get the same setup for here, and I'm going to overclock it or overpower the servo as well and put that in here, because this thing here is about 13 pounds or so. So it's quite the heavy truck. But and you know, when I got it fully loaded, usually I throw a battery pack in the back end of it, believe it or not. A battery pack's about a pound. So I'll put a battery pack, plus it's got one in the front, so there's 2 pounds of weight it's carrying. And plus all the gear. I used to put a spare tire up there and stuff like that. I don't carry a spare on it now, but it's probably more like when it's fully loaded down. This truck here is probably 15 pounds, but it climbs. It's a little billy goat. It goes anywhere. These tires are awesome. They're just soft and they're super sticky on the rocks. They bite quite well. This thing hardly ever spins a tire. I mean, it'll do it, but it's so heavy, it's not possible. But on the rocks, these tires will actually they'll just literally, you can see them move right there. They just literally wrap around stuff. I got it weight taken off. I got sitting on some tires and rims to keep a lot of the weight off the tires. But I use the same tires on here. That's how much I like them. Because they're super soft, they're sticky, and they work well. This thing at a roll, it's still got dirt on it. I haven't cleaned it yet. This thing, if you just putzing with it rolling, and you mat the throttle, it will break the tires loose and it roost. This one here will do the same thing now, since I redid the ESC and I'll do like the 21 turn. I just run these can motors. Everybody says brushless this, brushless that. You know, I like these can motors. This is a brand new one. I just put these in there. I'm not looking to go fast. I just want something that'll give me some run time. This truck and all these trucks, these big trucks, the Land Cruiser, the Blazer, and the Grando, I can take one of these batteries and I can walk with it for 4 miles and bring it back home and never run out of battery. I'd never had a battery go dead on me. Now, when I do these videos, you're only seeing snippets of it, but I'm actually walking like 4 miles. I do that for exercise too. But this is, I'm debating on a body for the Red Cat here. I just put different tires and wheels on that. A different body for that. I don't know what I'm going to put on it. Anything that's licensed, like this body here, this was actually not that bad. It was $36. But by the time you paint it, and I put a light kit in it. Light kit was extra money, because if you turn the lights on, power it up here, see there? See, it has headlights. And when I overclock the BEC, it turned the voltage up, it makes the lights go brighter. I know you're not supposed to do this, but let's see here. Okay, watch, and it's got overhead lights too. See, there's the overhead lights, and it makes all the lights brighter. And the BEC, this got an 80 amp BEC in it, so it'll power up all the lights, no problem. See, then I guess got a button on the controller here right there, and boom, turn them off. Then these lights stay on when it's running. Eventually, I think I'll just change out the radio. That green outfit in there, that's for the winch. This is a working winch, but it's possible that I'm going to pull this one off, and I got another winch to replace it, more of a scale-looking one. This come with a Grando. It's not powerful. I mean, if you use to hook it up and use the wheels to help to work it, plus use your controls up here, your winch controls are right here. But it doesn't have the power. This winch here, I have it one on here and I have one on the Red Cat. Those will, even this truck this big, it will move this truck. It won't, you think about it, It's got a little dinky motor in here to turn that drum. You can get some of these that's got a motor on each side and they're more powerful, but it's like, spend that much. Well, these winches were, I'm bouncing all over the place. These winches here are a Warren clone. These don't have a hook. They just run a loop in them. You can get you got the roller fairlead on them and that. It's even got the little handle here to release your clutch, like the real one have. These are around $30. These are Endura winches. That's Endura, and this is an Endura. This is a gray one. I just had a gray body, and that's what I ordered. But it's the same winch, basically. So, but then this is a kinetic rope, which is basically a stretchy rope. They do work. I put these hooks on it. I actually have another pair of them. I don't know what I'd do with them yet, but everything else I got, it's got like loops and pieces on it. Like this got the loops on it. So, but I'm going to 4-link that truck. I'm gonna pull these springs and axles out of it, and I'm gonna put those axles in it and 4-link it and give it a new life. It's a hard body truck, so I thought it'd be kind of cool. I'm gonna do that as a kind of a somewhat of a winter project. I have everything here to do it. I have the axles. I got that servo sitting there for it. I got the 4-link bars. All I got to do is, and I got wheels and tires around here, is I even got some shocks that I pulled off another truck, so I'm gonna build it all off stuff I have here. The only thing I had to really order was the 4-links for it. Then I gotta make the mounting for the 4-links underneath it, because that has a 3-speed transmission in it, so, which is kind of cool. I'm going to change out the ESC in it. I'm going to change the motor out, motor and ESC. This is an old school, this is what we did back in the day. I have what they call a 25-turn lathe motor in it. They used to use, for RC car racing, they have DC, the lathes, little lathes turning armatures are DC powered. Well, this motor would be in them lathes. That's what everybody was doing, was putting lathe motors in them to slow them down and give them more grunt. So that's how that's set up old school. And it has a massive speed control, Novak speed control in there. You can see it. I'm going to go smaller and just update those two pieces. Then the blazer here is pretty much done. I mean, I ain't going to do nothing more to it, I don't think. I'm just at this point that the Land Cruiser is going to get axles, but at that point that is just strictly for running. Once I think I got everything in this one now. I don't foresee putting anything else into this one. So this one here is pretty much a done project. The axles were the last thing. Put the axles in this one will be done. Then the blazer is done. It's got CVD front steer axles in it, and I have aftermarket ring and pinions in it, so I've changed that stuff out. So that one there, it even has a different steering servo. I put a more powerful servo in it. So that one there, other than the body, change the body out, order a body that I can put a late kit in like I did the 4Runner here. That one will be pretty much set. But then in a few days, this is sitting out for a reason. Sneak peek for those that are coming here. This was my first little RC truck I did as a build. I did it last winter. This thing here, you say, it's a cheap truck, but you look at the bottom of it. That's all metal axles, metal drive shaft, 4-link bars. Bars are metal. It's got aftermarket shocks on it. It's got multi-position setups to relocate your shocks. I put a different steering servo in it. It's got a different controller system in it. I'm actually using the Traxxas right here. I'm running this through it because this is one I pulled out of the Blazer. I changed the radio out in the Blazer as well. So this is here, but this is just play around truck. Yeah, well, I'll give it away. I'm gonna be doing an unboxing. I got a newer version of one of these coming. They Black Box, it's one of my affiliate channels, asked me if I would like one to do a review on. So it'll be here November, the 1st of November. But it's actually a pretty fun little truck. If you don't have a whole lot of money and you just want to try the RC car stuff, you don't have to do what I did to these. The one that's coming is going to be pretty much stock. I'm not going to change nothing on it like this one. This one here, I put 4 times the money I paid for it, and they're like $80. And if you want to just do some scale crawling, I had this out on my little rock course out back. We can actually, I can show you how it works. I don't know how much battery I got left in it. That's the only trouble is when you change electronics over in these, there's not a whole lot of room for all your wiring. We'll just go out there with this. I'll take it out and show it to you. Yeah, so if somebody wants, this is my Ninja Turtle. You can see why. I got a turtle drive in it. I have my own little rock course here. If some of you watch my channel know, right here it is. This is what I was running the Grando on, my last live. I turn the radio on here. Turn the truck on. The only thing I did wrong is I put the switch, so every now and then if you like rocks or something with it, but it's not really a rock crawler. And I just put these tires on it. Gotta do this so I can. And it does have a motor with a planetary gearbox in it. This controller is a little harder to work with one hand. There he goes. It's a little billy goat. We get her on, give her a chance here. We'll go over here. Leaves don't help either. But I got bigger rocks in here because I usually run bigger trucks in here. But you can see it right there. You just got to pick your way through with your differential. It's hard to do for me because I'm doing it one-handed. The radio with. There he goes. These are just whatever tires they were cheap tires and wheels. It was cut out because I had bigger tires and I had portal axles underneath it, but it was too tippy. Now, bear in mind, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Two hands, I can maneuver it better. servo helps it though. I did put a little better servo. But I just don't like big rocks. But I didn't do it as a rock crawler, so I just did it for a fun little truck. Just a fun little truck to play with. There it goes. Just trying to drive it one-handed is not too easy. And that's the difference with this. I learned I put a planetary motor in there, but it gives them power, but they're not fast. I mean, it'll just for putzing around. If you got a little track or whatever, or indoor track, it does great. This is a MN99S truck. They got them on Amazon. They got a newer version of it, and that if you're gonna want to get one of these for you or your kids for Christmas, don't. I'm not bashful. Say I buy stuff like this for myself. I don't. I'm retired, but for you or your kids for Christmas, it's an all right little truck. You want to get into the scale trail crawling stuff. You can see that it has enough oomph that it'll spin the tires. So and this runs a little 2S lipo, 20 minutes or so, I'd say, on a charge. I mean, it's not really. This one here is kind of low. You can see how low the differentials are in the front. There's not a whole lot of clearance for like rock climbing, but if you just want to make a little course to run it on, you know, it does pretty good. Yesterday I did the full course, but I had both hands free in my defense. They have a it's the differential is locked on them too. They don't have an open diff. That's about it. That's all she wants to do. But I'll just show it to you. I think it's kind of a cool little truck. Not fast. The one that's coming here will be a whole lot faster. It's an updated, newer version of it, but that's wide open throttle right there. The original transmission and motors were junk. It wouldn't do half the stuff that this one does, and this one here isn't all that impressive at times, but for 80 bucks or $87, it comes with, the new one comes with 2 batteries, a controller, a charger, all your scale bits, your snorkels, your light, and it has a full light kit. This one here doesn't have lights. When I changed it out, I'd done away with the lights, but it comes with a full lights, even stupid blinkers. A lot of people, I don't like turn signals on a RC car. I just break that out just for grins, and the receiver's mounted in there. Speed control's on the bottom side. Then I turn it, switches on the bottom of it. Then I just put some scale bits on it. And I got my turtle in there. He drives it. He's kind of tight to the steering wheel, but you know, if you carried a big shell on you, you'd be doing that too. But you can see, got a metal bumper, metal axles, different motor and gearbox. I changed all that out. I don't know if I got one sitting here. We need to get some stuff for, well, I need to get for my blower and stuff like that. So this is my wife's car, 2024 Ford Edge. Very expensive car. It was like almost 50 grand for that car, for this car. And then there's my truck. It's a 2014 EcoBoost 3.5, and that has different downpipes. It's had the computer reflashed, plus took it into Ford, and they had to reflash it again before a recall. So, but then I had to turn around and just put my new stuff back in it. So it's about 438 horsepower. It doesn't look like, but I don't drive it as a performance truck. I use it for pulling this. This is typically what I use on my channel. This is a 23 Ranger SP 570. It's 44 horsepower. It rated about 60 miles an hour. This has a lot of parts that are sent to me by my channel sponsors, which is Ranger, Kimimoto, and Mudbuster. And also I have Star Knight. So they sponsor the channels. Ranger supplies the maintenance stuff for this. If I need oil changes or if something, you know, breaks on it, I just contact me, they'll send me stuff for it. So this is for the channel. But right now, unfortunately, it's hunting season. And because it's hunting season, I don't want to be out in the woods. Leave that for the deer hunters, so they can be out there. I don't want to get the arrow in the head or the back. And the trails that you see me running in my videos, they're private. It's private system. We're in an association, and so them are our trails. So there's no hunting allowed in there. That's why I go out there. But okay, guys, I've been on here 34 minutes for this live, and this is my third one or second one. I'm going to back on out of here now, and I appreciate everybody coming in, all 57 of you. I tell you what, this is awesome. I have never had this many people come to my live streams since I redid my channel. If you guys really like the RC content, I just may stick to it and keep going with it. I'm known for how-to videos for Rangers, sportsmen's, quads, and stuff like that. But if people are liking the RC content, I'll keep pushing it. You, like YouTube says, changing your channel around, there's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, the name will always stay the same, and I'll still put riding content with my Ranger up, but I will push more of this stuff too. This gives me something to do in the winter month. Come into my live stream. Normally, if the max I ever had was like 30-some people. So I appreciate everybody coming in. This is going to be a project for a video. It's just sitting here. I use this in the winter months to plow my driveway, and I got a plow back there, kind of sitting with cords hanging on it for it. And I use that. I'm just waiting on a part to get here for it. But so I'm going to back it out of here, and our people are dropping out, and I appreciate you one and all. Thanks for coming in. As always, from me to you, this is Trail Rider 570 saying goodbye and God bless to everybody. And treat every day like it's going to be your last one, because you never know. Tomorrow's not promised. So I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye for now. God bless.